Welcome back to English Unlocked, the podcast that helps you find fun and practical ways to boost your English skills. I'm Anya, your guide.
And I'm Leo, ready to unlock some new language today. Anya, I'm feeling a bit like I need a holiday myself after that last grammar deep dive.
Aha, perfect timing, Leo, because today we're talking all about holidays. Specifically, talking about holidays in English with easy English practice. It might sound simple, but it's one of the most natural, engaging, and useful topics for conversation you can find.
That's true. Everyone loves to talk about holidays, right? Whether it's planning one, remembering one, or just dreaming about one. It's universal.
Exactly, and that's precisely why it's such a powerful tool for English learners. Think about it. When you talk about holidays, you're naturally covering past experiences, present plans, and future dreams. That means you're practicing different verb tenses without even realizing it. Plus, it's a great way to expand your vocabulary, describe places, feelings, and activities.
I never thought of it that way. It's not just about learning words, it's about telling a story.
Absolutely, and every good story needs good vocabulary. So let's start with some essentials. We often use the word holiday in British English for a period of time when you don't have to work or go to school, similar to vacation in American English. But then there are public holidays or bank holidays, those fixed days off like Christmas or Easter.
Right, like when we had that long weekend recently. That's a bank holiday for us here in the UK.
Precisely. And what about the types of trips? We have staycations, where you explore your local area, road trips for driving adventures, package tours for everything organized. Or maybe you're more of a backpacking trip kind of person.
Oh, I'm definitely a staycation person these days, especially with a busy work schedule. But I dream of a backpacking trip through Southeast Asia one day.
Great examples, Leo. And when you're on holiday, what do? You might go sightseeing, relaxing on a beach, exploring a new city, hiking in the mountains, swimming in the ocean, or trying local cuisine. All fantastic verbs to add to your vocabulary.
Last year, I went to Scotland for a long weekend, and I did a lot of hiking and exploring the countryside. The views were absolutely breathtaking.
Ah, breathtaking. A perfect descriptive adjective. That's another key point. Use adjectives to bring your stories to life. Was it relaxing, adventurous, stressful, memorable?
It was definitely adventurous and memorable, but also a bit tiring after all the climbing.
Excellent. Now, let's think about how we actually ask about holidays in conversation. These are phrases you'll hear and use all the time. For past holidays, you might ask, "Where did you go for your last holiday?" Or, "How was your trip?" "What was the best part?" Or, "Did you do anything interesting?"
And for future plans, what are your plans for the next holiday? Or are you planning any trips soon? And the classic, where do you dream of going?
Spot on, Leo. Let's try a quick role play. Leo, tell me, where did you go for your most recent holiday?
My most recent holiday was actually a staycation. I explored some hidden gems in my own city. It was surprisingly refreshing.
Refreshing. I love that. And what was the best part of your refreshing staycation?
Definitely discovering this amazing little bakery I never knew existed. Their sourdough bread was incredible.
Fantastic. See how easily you can build a conversation? Now, to add even more depth to our discussion, we have a wonderful guest with us today, Maria. Maria, welcome to English Unlocked. Thank you, Anya and Leo. It's great to be here. Maria, we've been talking about holidays and how they're such a great topic for English practice. Can you tell us about your most memorable holiday experience? What made it so special? Oh, that's a tough one. So many great memories. But if I had to pick, it would be my trip to Iceland a few years ago. It was absolutely magical. I went with a group of friends and we did a lot of exploring. We drove along the ring road, saw majestic waterfalls, walked on black sand beaches, and even went glacier hiking. It was incredibly adventurous.
Wow, Iceland sounds incredible. What was the highlight of that adventurous trip, Maria?
Definitely seeing the northern lights. We were driving late one night, and suddenly, the sky just erupted in green and purple. It was utterly mesmerizing, like nothing I'd ever seen before. That moment felt truly unforgettable. Mesmerizing, unforgettable. You're painting such a vivid picture, Maria. Did you try any unusual local cuisine? I did. I actually tried fermented shark, which is a traditional Icelandic dish. I have to say, it was an interesting experience. The taste was quite strong and definitely not for everyone, but I'm glad I tried it. An interesting experience. That's a polite way to put it. And a great example of how you can describe something that might not have been your favorite, but still worth talking about. Thank you for sharing that, Maria. Your descriptions really highlight how much vocabulary and emotion you can pack into a holiday story.
It also shows how holidays can differ so much culturally. What's normal in one place might be a huge adventure in another. Exactly, Leo. And for our listeners who are trying to practice, Maria's story offers a fantastic template. Start with where you went, what you did, and how it made you feel. Use those adjectives. So, how can our listeners take this and start practicing easily, Anya?
Great question. My top tips for easy English practice with holidays are: first, start simple. Don't worry about perfect grammar or complex sentences right away. Just say, I went to Italy. It was beautiful. Then, gradually add more detail. Second, listen actively. Pay attention to how people like Maria describe their trips. What words do they use? How do they structure their stories?
That makes sense. Mimicking is a good way to learn.
It really is. Third, focus on using those descriptive adjectives we talked about. Amazing, terrible, relaxing, adventurous. They add so much color. Fourth, practice all three tenses: past for where you've been, present for what you're doing right now if you're on a holiday, and future for your dream destinations or upcoming plans. And finally, and most importantly, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every mistake is a learning opportunity. Find a friend, a language partner, or even just talk to yourself in the mirror about your last holiday.
I often find myself narrating my day in English, so I guess I can narrate my dream holiday too.
Exactly. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. So as we wrap up today's episode, I think it's clear that talking about holidays is more than just polite small talk. It's a dynamic, fun way to practice your English.
It really is. It helps you build vocabulary, practice past, present, and future tenses, and it's a fantastic conversation starter. Plus, you get to share cool stories and learn about others.
Yes, it's all about connection. So next time you're looking for something to talk about or a topic to practice with, just think about your favorite holiday memory or your dream destination. Start simple. Add those vivid adjectives and enjoy the conversation.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, Maria, and for sharing your incredible Iceland story.
My pleasure. Keep practicing, everyone. And thank you, our wonderful listeners, for tuning into English Unlocked. We hope you feel inspired to share your holiday stories in English. Until next time, happy learning.